Hey guys, it's me, Tori, your favorite brand coach. And today I want to talk about the importance of building relationships. Now we're going to hit on a few other topics within this conversation, but the main subject is going to be relationships. I have done the majority of my business from the word of mouth. Once somebody says your name to someone else, that person is more likely to book with you because they're getting your information from someone that they trust. And that's networking, past clients, people seeing me work on the street and inquiring about things. And I have done very little paid advertisement for my own company. Now, I'm not saying those things don't work. Those are fantastic tools, but there are a time and a place, and you have to know how to use them. So before you start to use those things, that's why it's important to establish your brand versus marketing. And marketing is when you're wanting to sell a product or a service and advertise that. And your brand is basically the personality of your business or who you are. And I like to refer it to as your brand speaks for you when you're not in the room. Now that we know the difference between branding and marketing, I want to talk about branding yourself in a very, very organic way. What I like to do is start with my community first, and that is going to community events, coffee shops, reaching out to someone who maybe need a volunteer photographer for whatever event that's in your town. Again, that's an opportunity for you to build relationships, so the next time it may be a paid gig. But there are times where you may have to do something for free or pro bono in order to get your foot in the door, and that's okay. Again, you don't want to do everything that way, and you want to get to a point where you get to pick and choose what you give away for free. Because I have built so many great relationships, it's like a domino effect. So now my photography business or my brand business, both of them, are constantly with emails, people reaching out. People are like, oh, you're the guy who does XYZ. I've done subtle ways of marketing myself, whether that's through the type of business card that I have, whether it's having on-purpose conversations or asking to connect with certain people. But again, I like to keep the human connection there when I am building my business. I pride myself on my customer service, and it is the one thing that every single client will love and remember. And it is the thing that can separate you from other businesses. So you can have a wonderful product, but have shitty customer service, and it voids everything. You know, I may show up just to do one headshot, nothing crazy. I'm gonna treat you like if I were photographing Beyonce. It's across the board. Everybody gets treated the same. And that's what I want to teach you for your business. You know, it starts with customers or your clients. It starts with taking care of them. And if you take care of them, they'll take care of you. Number one rule, all the time. Take advantage of what you can. You have social media. You have local networking events. You have your community events. You know, whatever services that you have, you can go to these places, take business cards, kind of figure out, fill your audience out about the industry and start conversation. One of my favorite things to do, I do this when I travel, I do this here locally. I'll go to a restaurant, with a nice bar top, and I think about the kind of clientele that I want. I go places where my kind of clients hang out. And I sit there, I may grab an appetizer or like a drink or whatnot, and 9 times out of 10, someone will sit next to me and we strike up a conversation. Now, I'm never like, oh, hi, my name's Tori. I'm a photographer and a brand coach. Here's my business card. I never do that, because what happens when people throw or try to solicit to us immediately? We're done. There's no trust. Why am I going to listen to you? You only want to sell me something. Let's establish a relationship first. And by the end of the night, if it feels right, I will give you a business card, to stay in contact. And if you are having a proper conversation and it's going the right way, it will come up in conversation about like what you do. So, and that's also not a time to, go in for the punch to make your sales pitch. Again, like feel it out. Sometimes it may take 2 or 3 times of meeting with that person over coffee or another social event before you go for the sale and ask if there's an opportunity for you. And sometimes you don't have to say anything at all, and they'll do all the work for you. But when I travel, I will pack a certain amount of business cards with me for traveling. And those business cards, I would like to be gone by the time that I'm headed back home. That is me plugging myself into different areas and getting outside of my own environment. You just want to make sure you take that extra step for your clients. Again, it's all about being memorable to get them to say your name when something in your industry comes up in a group of people. they may want to fly you out to California for your first time to do a shoot for a spice company, or they want to fly you to Mexico to do a shoot, and it's your first international gig, and you get there and then you have to leave within 20 hours because you're running from a hurricane. I will tell you guys one day about the time that I traveled around the world with 2 strangers that I turned into clients within 2 hours of meeting them. But yes, we'll talk about that later. So again, it's about building relationships and being on purpose about it. When I'm making these videos or I'm talking to you about these things, yes, I'm going to talk about brand, but at the same time, I feel like these things can inspire and empower almost anybody. So I want you to take what I'm telling you or teaching you or you're learning from this and do something with it. Let it inspire you to try something new. And if you have some questions and you want to look into some other things, reach out. But until then, I would love if you would like and subscribe to my channel. I'm excited to keep releasing these videos, and I think I'm going to drop them every Tuesday. So just keep a lookout, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Peace.